What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, don't mind the audio quality of this video. Okay, I know it's not going to be that good. I am currently out in Las Vegas helping corner one of my teammates in a UFC fight this weekend, and I don't have my microphone, but we're going to make do with what we got, and this is what we got. So today we're going to be taking a look at Solana. It is going through a very, very crucial point in time right now. It's doing something that's going to be incredibly important to watch. So I'm going to talk about what's happening and what you need to be on the lookout for. And so with that in mind, let's not waste any more time at all, guys. And let's just get straight into the video. So looking at Solana here, what we can see is that it's now lost the key point of support that we've been talking about for the last few weeks. I said, guys, listen, you need to watch $160 incredibly closely. If Solana's price loses $160, then we would see its price likely fall as low as to the mid to low $140 range and possibly even lower towards the $130 to $129 range. And what you can see here is that the moment Solana did lose the support, its price came down immediately to $144, reaching our breakout target exactly on the money, 145 to 140, that mid to low $140 range. And so it is nice to see that obviously our calls and our guesses and kind of general predictions of what's going to happen are kind of coming to fruition pretty frequently on the channel. But at the end of the day, it's all just hearsay. Let's take a little bit more about what we are thinking going forward now that we have an idea of what has happened. Now, looking at Solana, what we can see is that once its price did come back down and reach some support on the bottom side of not only this just channel, but around this little key point of liquidity, this little area right here, what you can see is that it's now seen a beautiful recovery. I mean, we're currently up 7% on the day, currently looking to retest and see if we are able to re-clear that $160 level. Now, the moment we're in right now is called a back test, okay? And back tests are incredibly important because it's basically saying, are you sure, right? Whenever a crypto loses support, let's draw this out a little bit, okay? You have support here. Crypto's bouncing. What's going to happen is that it's going to fall below it, okay? Now, as it falls below it, it's going to do something called a back test. And its back test is when it's going to go back and test it. And it's asking this key support level, hey, are you sure? And if it is sure, we're going to get forced to the downside. If it's not sure, we're going to re-clear it, break back above it. This will be deemed a fake out, and we will usually take off to the opposite direction, okay? And so what you can see here is that something incredibly important is going to happen once Solana's price decides, are we going to re-clear 160 or are we going to get rejected by 160? Now, there's no way of knowing, right? Yes, I'm quite literally saying it might go up or down. Guys, I know you get annoyed when I say that, but at the end of the day, we're all making guesses and predictions here. All we can do is just be prepared for any option that happens and know what to do in those circumstances. And so in this situation, all I'm literally doing is just sitting back and watching Solana. Is it going to get rejected by this previous point of support and flip it into resistance again, like it did back here? Or is it going to be able to re-clear this level and start to work its way to the upside? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what's going to happen, but I am watching closely. But what I like to do, again, even though I don't know what's going to happen, I like to prepare for any outcome. This is what I'll do under both circumstances. Circumstance number one, again, is that Solana's price is capable of breaking above $160 and re-clearing that point of resistance. What I would then be looking to do is see if Solana is capable of breaking the top side of this channel before I do anything. You know, generally speaking, once you get a breakout of a level like this, it's not a bad time to be buying it, right? It's not a bad time to average in a little bit. But the issue here is that we have another point of resistance sitting directly above that level. And considering we have this point of resistance directly above where we are now, I think it would be a little bit of a bad idea to be averaging in right under another resistance point, because Solana easily could do this, boom, and then start getting forced back to the downside again. And I wouldn't want to get caught up buying right here if that is going to happen, right? So I would want to look at this from a two-step equation. Step number one is we clear 160. Step number two is that we clear the trend line to the upside. And then once both of those things do happen, then we're in a situation in which we could possibly see, sorry, the mouse stopped working for a second there. Then we're in a situation in which we could see Solana's price actually start hopefully making that move to the higher upside levels up here, right? That would be ideal. So overall, two-step equation to the upside, not really buying much Solana if we go up until we're capable of clearing this point of resistance, okay, the descending trend line. Now, under the circumstances Solana's price does get rejected, I do have plans on dollar cost averaging, right? If we do get rejected and we start to venture back below $150, I'll probably buy a little bit of Solana every day that is under 150. Now, not a lot, again, a little bit, just slowly average costing in, because I still am under the belief that Solana will find the higher low. I don't think we're going to go back down to 115. I think it can find the higher low. I think it can at least set an equal low, like somewhere around here, or maybe even a little bit lower, somewhere around here towards the low 20s, and then look to find a bounce to the upside. And so because of that, I'm not really under the belief that we're going to see Solana get smashed down under $100 again, although it is a possibility. I just don't think it's super likely. And because of that, while we are under 150, that is increasing the likelihood of us soon to be pumped. And because of that, I'll just be dollar cost averaging in. So at this given point, guys, again, I'm literally just going to be sitting back and watching and waiting and just seeing what happens. But of course, I will always update you as this does play out so you guys can stay as up to date as possible. But overall, I hope these videos aren't too bad with audio quality. I hope the information is just as valuable as it always is. And if so, please do let me know by smashing the like button on this video. And I can't wait to see you all in the next one.